Okay, well, I've got one more job on this customer's Volvo V70, and that's to replace the cup holder. As what happens with a lot of these P80 Volvos, the cup holders tend to break. They, as you can see here, it's missing the little bottom piece here, and it's just kind of worn out and junky looking in general. This is a pretty common problem, but pretty easy to address with these Volvos. The first thing you want to do is open the console, and as you might be able to see here, there's two T25 bolts that need to be removed. So we're going to go ahead and remove those bolts now. Okay, now that the bolts have been removed, this top lid will come out, and we can go ahead and take it to the workbench. Okay, now that we're back on my workbench, or aka dining room table, we can pull apart the center console lid the rest of the way so that we can go ahead and install or remove the old cup holder first and then install the new one. Again, T25 screws. Go ahead and remove the ones that are left. So, okay, those are the remaining screws. Go ahead and pull this plastic up and off of the lid. Put the lid aside for a time being. And then from here, this piece will come off the front. Go ahead and pull the old cup holder out. And we're going to go ahead and clean up this piece, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so now that we've got, well, a good majority of the nastiness that was in here, just 20 plus years of buildup, we can go ahead and pull out the new cup holder. This is the one that I bought from Swedish Car Parts. It's a lot cheaper than, or less expensive than the factory replacement parts, and supposedly it has a couple of improvements over the original. I remember reading something about these pins being a little bit bigger and made of a different kind of plastic or vinyl than the original. It's supposed to be more sturdy than the original, and so far I've had pretty good luck with these things. I'll go ahead and post a part number from Swedish Car Parts in the comment section below, or the video description. But pretty easy. It's basically reverse of how we remove the old one. Go ahead and slide the new piece in, like so. Oh, and by the way, if your latch here is broken, this is a good time to deal with it because the screws holding it are right there. But the latch here is in good shape, so we won't be doing that. Now, we'll put this trim piece back on. It should just slide over. Perhaps I'm doing it wrong. Okay, give me a second here. Let me figure it out. Okay, I figured out what I was doing wrong. There's a little window here that lines up in a corresponding spot here. So what you do is you pull the cup holder out just slightly, and then just go ahead and pivot the part into place. Then we can go ahead and close the cup holder. Okay, So once that's into place, we can go ahead and grab the console lid and then put it back into place. Alright, so we want to make sure everything here is looking good. And go ahead and tighten up the 3 Torx 25 screws. We'll go ahead and do that now. Remember, it's only being screwed in the plastic, so you don't have to go that tight. Snug is good enough. You don't want to strip out this plastic, and as we all know, Volvo plastics tend to be a bit brittle. Alright, we're good to go. Here's the lid, there's the cup holder. Everything works nice and smoothly. All we have to do now is put it back in the vehicle. Okay, we're back in the vehicle, so the last step is to screw the console lid back onto the hinge. And again, it's a T25 Torx screw. So we'll go ahead and put these in. Sometimes it helps to have a second pair of hands, but okay. Okay, as you might be able to see here, there's a couple of locating pegs on the hinge. I don't believe the 850 Volvos have that. That's something that started showing up on the S and V70s. Okay, so again, snug. We don't have to crank them down. It's plastic that we're screwing into. And now the lid should just close like so. And go ahead and double check. Got the cup holder. Cup holders come out just fine. Oh, that's one little note about the Swedish car part version of the cup holders. The plastic is a little bit darker colored. Not typically very noticeable. And I made my customer aware that this would be the case, and she did not mind at all. She just wanted her cup holders working again. Actually, that feels smoother than the stock one in my own Volvo 850. Okay, and that's it. Pretty simple job. Definitely something that can be tackled by a do-it-yourselfer. And that pretty much concludes the remaining bit of work that I have left on this customer's car. I can go ahead and give it back to her now. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. Please click the like button if you like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, have a nice day. We'll see you next time.